Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about entrepreneurship program in the school where I work for summer coaching. So these are the few peoples to take for this practical. So this practical is all about liquid soap. So this is basically me teaching them and showing them all the necessary ingredients I need for the production. So I'm going to be listing the chemicals and materials on the screen for you guys to also know, so should the case you want to do it for personal use. So that's just what is going on, and I also will be explaining some areas of me teaching them the procedure. I think I should do it this way. Probably I should just tell you guys everything, then watch to the end so you can see how I did it from beginning to the end, whereby at the end of the video I'm going to do a kind of summary of every item listed. So in this process, this is the first stage though. This is me adding my caustic soda and dissolving it in 1 cup of water to keep aside. So the next thing I'm to dissolve is my Natrosod. So for this Natrosod, I'm to dissolve it with 8 liters of water because the chemical I bought is for 25 liters of liquid soap. So this is me trying to look for a way to measure my 8 liters of water and mix with my Natrosod so it can dissolve in the water, so I can add my caustic soda, which I already mixed in the water that I kept aside. So after that, I'm going to add my SLS, Texapon and sofonic together in a bowl. So I left my Natrosod and come down to my SL and Texapon and also my sofonic to add into a bowl of water, 6 liters of water. Then I'm going to stir for at least 20 minutes. So I gave one of the pupils to help me out so they can also participate and partake in the chemical activities of this liquid soap. So after that, they will keep on stirring while I look for how to measure my 8 liters of water for my Natrosod. So this is the sofonic I just added. I've added my Texapon and I've added my SLS also into the mixture. As you can see, well guys, if you are doing it at home, make sure you put on glove because some of these chemicals are kind of but it's chemical. Anything chemical, you just have to protect yourself by putting on an hand glove. It's just because I'm used to doing it, that's why I'm able to do it this way. So take care and take notes of that. All right guys, so that's it, me pouring and adding everything into the water, just those 3 items, and I will stir for close to about 5 minutes or 3 minutes. I'll keep on stirring till everything is mixed together and dissolve together. So in another bowl, I will add my Stpp, which is sulfate sulfatic. Like science students will know how to pronounce all this way, but for short it is STP. So you dissolve it in 1 liter of water, then you pour into the mixture afterwards. So I had to create a bowl where I can be using to wash my hand. You can see the liquid soap is already coming out, but it's not yet in the way I want it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's it. Now I've gotten the measurement for my 8 liters of water. So I'm going to use this white container, which is also equivalent to the 25 liter in full. But when you want to make something of 20 liter or 25 liter, this production will still, the more you add water, it goes beyond that. Let me put it that way. But the way you want it thick as you want it, that's how it will come out. So at the end of the day, I ended up having it in 30 liters. So I didn't bother adding any more water to it. I just shared it and made it like that for the kids. But that's just how it is. So I measured with this container 8 liters of water for my Natrosod, which I was unable to do the other time. So that's what I was trying to do in this process by measuring it. I use this container. This container, I think it's 5 liters. Then I use the half of it to measure 3 liters. So that's making it 8 liters in whole. So as I was done with this, the people were all staring and looking just to learn. I've given them the notes. It's just for the sake of this video. I'm talking about the process so you guys can also learn from it. So this is my Natrosod, a nylon that I want to pour into this white container or pail. So I'm going to pour it into the container, and when I'm done, then I'll also stir. Then I'll get how I'll can you see it's mistakenly poured out. Anyway, be careful guys when you're doing yours at home, and when make sure you're not around little underage or babies. It can be harmful and delicate to them. All these students are primary school students, so I think it's fair for them to be and as you can see, they are a little bit far away from where I'm doing it, so that's how you should also try to do it when you are doing it at home. So you can see this is my Natrosod. I'm also stirring it to make sure it's mixed, so after which I will now add my Texapon and my sofonic, which I'm already stirring for quite some time in this blue container. So I'll be pouring it into this mixture and I will stir. I will make sure I stir till everything mix together and dissolve, so that's when I will know the liquid soap is already coming up, is already coming in. So this is me pouring everything all together. I told you earlier that after pouring you then realize that most of this mixture will exceed the quantity you want it to be, but you just have to be careful to make sure that it doesn't go beyond that and it doesn't become too it doesn't become too less thick that your clients will now be like, oh, this now is for school, it's for personal use. So it's depend on us to know maybe we want it thick or we don't want it thick. But if you're doing it for business use, you just have to make sure that it's very thick for your client to be able to enjoy using it and patronize you more often. So you just have to be careful again when you're stirring. Use another bigger container, not like this, so it's easier for you to stir and mix very well. So I had to give it to a pupil to help me stir while I mix the other item. So now the other item I'm going to mix is the Stpp that I was talking about the other time. So this is it. This is me pouring it into the bowl and I'll dissolve with 1 liter of water. So I'll stir also for 5 minutes after dissolving with 1 liter of water. This video has been, we did this tutorial beginning of summer and summer is about to end and I'm just releasing the video, and so why I'm rushing and I just want to upload it and clear space so that I can have more space for other contents coming your way, guys. So after which I will add my soda ash. As you can see, I will pour this into the mixture. That's why I was telling you guys that the more you add more liters of water, the quantity of everything increases. So at the end of the day, I ended up making 30 liters of liquid soap, so I didn't bother to add any more water at the end. So you can see it's now way more thicker, so I had to just share it into two, so a student will be stirring at this point, another student will be sharing at this other point. Guys, I hope you understand. So the next thing I added afterwards was my liquid. I don't know why they call it liquid, but that's what they call it, liquid. It's kind of thick though, but they call it liquid for that. So I added my liquid afterwards. Then I added my color. But how did I do my color? I took a mixture from this mixture we've already created. Then I used the color I like. I mixed it with it in a particular bowl or container so it doesn't take any other form. So this is me adding my soda ash anyways, guys, before I go back to my liquid and color. So this is how the soda ash look like, and I'll also pour it and add it into a liter of water also. So I'll stir, then I'll share it into these two mixtures since the container cannot contain everything at once. So I started sharing everything into two places. So this is me sharing it, and I try to make sure that it dissolves a little bit before I pour. So I still added more water to make sure that it stick and it dissolves, and I stir and keep on stirring. Then I keep on stirring. Then I finally added it all. So then the next thing I did, I think the next thing I did here was me making sure that everything is set and already dissolved. Then I finally did my color. Yeah, I mixed my color into it. So after mixing my color and my perfume, how I did my perfume is I take small quantity of the liquid wash and pour it in the perfume inside a small bowl with it, and I stir it just like the way I did my color. I stirred it, then I pour into the main solution for at least 2 minutes. Then I stir. Then afterwards, I share to my friends and family. I share to my pupils, I mean. Yeah, so that's basically how you do it. To share to your pupils and allow them enjoy the tutorial, the lesson, the entrepreneurship. Yeah, so they can basically tell their parents that, oh, me and mommy, we did this in school. And as you can see, this is me showing the pupil, the perfume, and how it's scenting. So when we finish adding it into the mixture, they will also get to know how it is done. So I have poured the mixture, the perfume, and this mixture into this container. So it's left for me to add. So this time around, I'm going to take a little quantity and make sure it's firm. Then when it's already mixed like firm together, then all the container I used for this tutorial, I added water to them and still pour because that's chemical inside, you know. So well guys, that's just now it's still remaining my liquid. As you can see, that's my liquid. I wanted the pupils to stay a little more, at least more 5 minutes more. That was why I took my time a little bit. So this is the color. I bought this color lemon. Yeah. So this is how it looked like. But as you are seeing it, you can see from my hand that it's not looking like lemon. It's looking like orange. So I poured it into the cup and I mixed it up with the liquid I already have, as in the mixture I already have, and added little water to it. So while I was pouring it into the mixture, they can also testify to it that it's no longer orange, it has become lemon. So I was showing every one of them to see the color that it's no longer orange, it has become lemon. So they all learned a lot. This is the activity you expose children to, so they can as well be ready for the world, and they're skillful enough to do things on their own. You can't say they are kids, they actually have sense. So that's it. So I added the color, then afterward I remembered, oh, my binder, I haven't added my binder. So I add my binder at the end of it. Or so after my binder, that was when I added my perfume. So you can see the liquid soap is coming out. As you can see, it's very thick. Yeah, it's very thick. So I didn't bother to just add any more water. I just shared it like this to the pupil. Then they keep on stirring and they exchange. So those that were stirring gave it to a new set of people to stir. You know, it can be, it takes your hand, let me put it that way. It takes the energy in your hand, your shoulder. Yeah. So as you can see, this is the foam and also the liquid. If you're not careful, it will be dragging you. That's how thick it is. So you just have to add water. But for we didn't add water. We just use it like that because it's for school, it's for students to use, so we don't need to add any more water to it. So we just use it like that. The last thing I added was my perfume and my binder. I think I've added my binder already. My battery went off. Yeah, so I was unable to show you guys while I was adding that. Yeah, so but this is my perfume area where I wanted to pick a little quantity of the mixture and mix into the perfume so I can stir together. Then after stirring it together, I'll be able to mix together and add the perfume into it. So that's what I did in this area, guys. Okay, I think I've not added my binder yet. That's my binder in that white nylon. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed and you learned a lot from this. Yeah, I think you've learned a lot. So share to your friends, family, learn and help one another grow. So this is me trying to open the binder and the liquid. Yeah, I think this is my liquid. I think I've added the binder already. but you just mix them anyway. Everything is meant to be together, so you mix everything all together. Yeah, this is my liquid. You mix everything all together and you stir and make sure it stays. So everything I'm sharing, I had to share into the two bowls all together. So I hope you guys learned something. I hope it's helpful. I hope you can also do it as well for home use. Well guys, this is the finished look. I didn't show you guys as I was sharing it. My battery went off again. So this is the final and this is how it looks like. Thank you for watching. Bye. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe.